John T has finally confirmed the basketball club that he'll be playing for.
There's no way he decided to sign over there.
I'm kind of confused, to be honest. He's going to regret this decision.
Yo, fresh off the UAAP Championship, you already know I'm about to have a crazy week. Yeah, I mean, to begin with, we know for a fact that we would be making headlines just because of the historic season that we had. But to actually feel the love outside when we're in the city, it was a whole different experience. Yeah, I couldn't even eat my food because of the love that I'm receiving, the signs that I'm seeing. And it was super genuine. It really was. Because when I got back to my city, Tarlac City, everybody showed out. It low-key felt like a party everywhere I went because every Tarlaqueño was so proud of me. Yeah, I even seen some kids wearing my jersey and I just feel super grateful that I was able to inspire the youth. And when I made that trip back to the crib after 6 months of not seeing my family, I definitely want to make up for the time that I missed because they've been supporting me since the day I started playing basketball. On December 14th, I was one of the first ones to know from KQ himself that he was gonna go to the Korean Basketball League. That felt kinda dope for him to let me know because during my stay with De La Salle University, we weren't just a dynamic duo, but this championship experience that we had, we're brothers for life. The media did break the news a week later after KQ made an official announcement that he was gonna go to the Sono Skygunners. And the details of his contract? KQ signed a 36.4 million Philippine pesos for 2 years with a player option on his second year. The attention quickly moved to my side as everyone's wondering, where will I go? What's the next move for me? Yeah, I've been receiving calls from various teams and I decided to meet them one by one. The Taiwan Professional Basketball League. And the team that really made an effort to meet me in the morning was Taoyuan City Leopards. I'm not even gonna lie, I was so impressed with how dedicated the team representative was because he showed me a bunch of paperwork. He also had to emphasize that if this team sounded familiar to me, it was probably because a former NBA player, future Hall of Famer Dwight Howard had played for the team. Now, he also mentioned that even though this is the first season, the inaugural season of the Taiwan Professional Basketball League, all of their best local teams will be featured, including New Taipei Kings' Jeremy Lin. And when it came down to negotiating the contract, he made it clear that he wants me to be the cornerstone of this team. And that's why he's going to offer me a 3-year deal worth 27 million Philippine pesos to be the face, the star player for Taoyuan City Leopards. After the meeting and hearing him say 27 million Philippine pesos, I'm ready to sign this deal. But I gotta be patient because there's a couple more teams that want to talk to me. The EuroLeague. And man, did it get interesting. And the reason I said that was because this individual traveled all the way from Spain just to be here in Tarlac City in my very home. He introduced himself as the international scout for Saski Basconia, a team located in Vitoria-Gasteiz. Now, he mentioned besides playing in the EuroLeague, I have the opportunity to play in the Spanish League as well. The only catch though, the head coach of Saski Basconia doesn't really think that I can contribute to this team. With him being the former head coach of Real Madrid and winning 2 EuroLeague championships, it's going to take a lot of convincing for him to even put me in the game. He then told me not to worry because as long as I can prove the coach wrong, then I could definitely be a spark off the bench. But as of right now, playing time is not really guaranteed. So the offer he's gonna give me is a 1-year deal worth 15.6 million Philippine pesos. And with my role not being specified, I wasn't really sure about this one. The Australian National Basketball League. If you're a Filipino and you're a hoop junkie, you already know that we had our homegrown talent Kai Soto play for the Adelaide 36ers. And for this meeting, I not only met the scout of Melbourne United, but also the team's general manager. They kept it simple and they were straightforward. They are looking to win the NBL championship. And with Matthew Dellavedova leading the charge, they're looking to have a six-man that comes off the bench and put on a show. Yeah, I mean, they got the number 4 jersey laying on the table already? I honestly can't blame him because the playoff starts in like January or February, so they're trying to lock in. With the current NBL season nearing its end, they're going to offer me a 3-month deal worth 7.5 million Philippine pesos. I'll be the main guy that comes off the bench and provides that extra firepower for the team. The last day of negotiation, I'm meeting up with the PBA team. And whew, I was excited for this one, mainly because SMB is my favorite basketball club in the PBA. And as a matter of fact, Junmar Fajardo liked my game so much when we faced each other in a province tournament game, he made sure to let SMB know that I'm built different. They're definitely going to need that extra sauce in their squad cause TNT Tropang Giga has been dominating lately. A 1-2 punch of Jonathan Tarlac and Junmar Fajardo though? That's a tough duo, I'm not even gon' cap. When you really think about it, Junmar Fajardo might give me the keys to the team once he retires. And let's be honest, there's nothing better than building a legacy at home soil. My family and friends can watch me play and our basketball culture is all about winning. Yeah, I'm going to have a difficult decision to make cause with all that being said, the PBA has a restricted salary for rookies and I'm only eligible to earn around 4 million Philippine pesos. The team representative of SMB understood that this isn't enticing enough for me to put my name in the PBA draft. But if things don't pan out overseas and I change my mind, they would do anything to get that number 1 draft pick and select me. 4 different career-changing opportunities, 4 different paths that I could take. Yeah, I definitely took some time to weigh in my options and finally, I made my decision.
Just in, Philippine sensation Jonathan Tarlac officially announced that he will be signing with Spanish basketball club Saski Basconia. The 1-year deal that he signed makes him eligible not only to play in the EuroLeague but also in the local Spanish league.
Interesting choice to start of his career. This is such a bold move. He could have signed for a longer deal to play in Taiwan. I mean, have we heard from 30 Ravina yet? I'm just saying, this kid might have put his career in jeopardy this early.
The last time an 18-year-old played great in EuroLeague basketball is Luka Doncic. So that alone says a lot, partner.
The media seem to think that it's risky for me to play in the EuroLeague this early in my career. But when I thought about it, the ultimate goal is to play basketball at the highest level possible. And if I want to make it to the NBA or even get noticed, the opportunity to play in the EuroLeague, the second best league in the world? Nah, there's no way I'm gonna let that slide. And after saying my goodbyes, I'm back on the road. And this time, it's not like I'll be a couple hours away in Manila. Best believe I'ma lock in, put in that work, and make sure everybody is proud back home. Cause my journey as a professional basketball player is about to begin. Buenos dias, mucho gusto. Mi nombre es John T. Yeah, I don't know how that sounded, but I'm trying to learn the lingo so I can get through the city low-key. Now, on the 21st of December, I finally arrived at the training facility. A lot of questions were asked about me being 18 and having this much of an opportunity in the EuroLeague. All I could say is whatever the team needs, whatever the coach needs, whether it's shooting, defense, playmaking, I'll be ready.
Welcome to a beautiful Sunday afternoon. Today's matchup, Saski Basconia and Panathinaikos.
What an atmosphere in this arena, Panathinaikos fans making their presence heard. Newly signed Filipino shooting guard Jonathan Tarlac will be making his EuroLeague debut tonight.
Whoa, let's not overhype this kid. We don't even know if he can really play. I just don't think a player of his stature can hoop. I hope he proves me wrong though.
Kendrick Nunn and Panathinaikos is hopefully the first game that I get to play. Because going up against the EuroLeague MVP frontrunner would be a great test for me to see whether I can compete against these guys. Now, it's important for you guys to know that in the EuroLeague, the rules are completely different. There is no 3-second violation in the paint. So out here, you gotta have a high IQ not only in your shot making but also in your playmaking ability. Our team is led by Marcus Howard, who's been averaging a decent 19.6 points in the last 5 games. But during the first quarter, Panathinaikos was just on a roll and they started pretty hot. Yeah, I'll be really honest and say that I was getting antsy because I want to get out there and help the team. So I just waited for my opportunity. And during that time, they had another stretch of hot shooting. Led by Juancho Hernan Gomez, aka Bo Cruz, and Kendrick Nunn and his squad was showcasing why they are a championship contending team. Even though we're trying, I know for a fact that if I come off this bench right now, I can provide a little bit of spark for this team. Yeah, I'm still waiting for my number to be called, while Kendrick Nunn is putting on a masterclass performance. He ended the ball game scoring 26 points while tallying 9 assists. Seeing how he flourishes in the EuroLeague is something special to see, and I got to see that live. I wasn't surprised at all that I didn't get any playing time because I just arrived like yesterday, and I'm hopeful that I'll get that opportunity, but the thing is, this was just the beginning.
Not surprised at all, Jonathan Tarlac yet again sits out a game, this time against Baloncesto Malaga.
They said third time's a charm, but there's nothing charming about sitting a game again for John T.
Back-to-back wins for Saski Basconia, Jonathan Tarlac still has yet to play a single game.
Close game, but Saski Basconia just couldn't hold on. By the way, where's the kid from Tarlac City?
Real Madrid's stifling defense takes over. Fans say that the Tarlac kid could have made a difference.
Not a good look for Saski Basconia, losing record in both the EuroLeague and Liga Endesa. And what's going on with the kid John T?
Jonathan Tarlac just broke a EuroLeague record for most minutes of sitting out games due to absolutely nothing. What do Jonathan Tarlac and 30 Ravina have in common? 0 minutes, 0 field goals, 0 assists, but unlimited high fives.
Not being able to play for 9 games straight and to not even have that opportunity hurt my confidence. Especially when I know people are watching me, rooting for me, and I just feel like I'm letting them down. And on the 12th of January, it was my birthday. I'm just glad it was an off day because I needed some time for myself. Normally when I go through something, I don't really tell anybody. Yeah, I just want to go hoop, but even that, I didn't feel like doing during that day. And low-key, I was contemplating whether I should have signed with Taiwan City Leopards instead. With all the news that's been coming out lately and all the social media jokes that you see, if I'm being honest, it actually means nothing to me, but without having your support system near you, it kind of hits different. The past couple of days, I haven't been updating anybody and my mom started to get worried.
You've reached the voicemail of, please leave your message after the tone.
Nak, kamusta ka na dyan? Hindi ka na ata masyadong nag-update sa amin ah. Alam ko naman nak, nahihirapan ka dyan. Pero kahit anong mangyari nak, alam mo ba na laging proud si mama sa'yo? Kaya yung mga nadidinig mo, yung mga sinasabi nila sa TV, deadmine mo na lang yun nak. Mag-focus ka na lang sa goal mo. Tiwala lang tayo kay God, okay? I love you so much, anak.
After hearing what mom had to say, she was absolutely right. See, I had to lock back in because this isn't just about me or my family. I'm doing this for everybody from the city that loves me. So I'm gonna keep grinding, continue to work on my game. I'm not gonna let anybody's opinions dictate my energy or even how I live my life in general. I'm just gonna wait on my opportunity, and if I get out there on the court, they'll see.
Olympiacos Perez will probably get an easy win tonight as Saski Basconia continues to struggle. Not that it matters, but will Jonathan Tarlac get 10 games of no playing time? We're about to find out.
This was supposedly my 10th game of the season, and we are facing a juggernaut of a team. Led by 2023 EuroLeague MVP Sasha Visenkov and sharpshooter Evan Fournier. Yeah, this was definitely going to be tough and I want to be a part of this battle. But during the first half, as expected, I wasn't called and Olympiacos was just going crazy. I mean, Evan Fournier was going absolute berserk from the 3. They had an amazing defensive strategy against our team. Once you leave him wide open, you might as well just cash it in. The team tried to keep it close, but when you feel like it's your night and you just want to throw up every shot you feel like throwing, yeah, that was the energy that he was on. He's not even a great perimeter defender, so for him to get a steal and just jack up a shot again, the coach was frustrated, my teammates were shook, and part of that reason was because Marcus Howard was guarding him. The third quarter wasn't finished yet, and he already racked up 33 points, shooting 7 for 9 from the 3. This possession right here was the final straw, and out of nowhere, the assistant coach called me.
Obtenga doble cero aquí ahora mismo.
Am I dreaming? Or is that Jonathan Tarlac walking to the scorer's table?
Finally, after 9 games, he's going to check in his first EuroLeague game.
With around 3 minutes left in the third quarter, I'm finally making my EuroLeague debut. And surprisingly, I'm not even nervous. I'm just ready to hoop. When I got subbed into the game, Evan Fournier and his team had a comfortable lead. But I'm gonna change that. See, my teammates knew how hard I've been working this whole season. They know the hours that I put in before practice, after practice. I don't even really go out and party with them. I'm only about working on my game and doing what I can to help put us in a position to succeed. And all I needed was a chance. They just had to put me in the game and I'ma do my best for the squad. Before I checked into the game, the fans don't even know about me. They weren't cheering at all, but now they see the amount of times I hustle for the ball, the passion that I have on a defensive end. All of that came from my city, Tarlac City, and now you're gonna feel the wrath that I've been feeling the past couple of days cause y'all been talking so much. The momentum of this game quickly changed and we ended up winning the ball game, and the fans gave me a standing ovation. Evan Fournier dapped me up and told me to keep proving the doubters wrong, and I said say less. I played 11 total minutes and dropped 15 points while shooting 5 for 8 from the field. And after the ball game, the coach was getting a lot of heat from the reporters. He quickly shut the noise down by telling everybody how impressed he was with my game and how I continued to work and kept it professional at such a young age. And because of that, he's increasing my minutes to 17 to 19 minutes per game. I'm not even gonna lie, it took him long enough, but I'm just glad I'm able to help this team finally. And with a couple games left before the season ends, we are at a glimpse of making it to the play-in tournament and potentially make it to the playoffs. 1 game elimination tournament, and I'm not gonna let that opportunity pass.
Since the game John T played, Saski Basconia had major success on the court. Had they played him earlier, who knows what the standings would look like.
That's right, partner. With all that being said, this is a must-win for Basconia for them to be a part of the play-in tournament.
Monaco Basket is one of the toughest teams you'll face in the league, led by Mike James. And like what the commentator said, this game is huge because we have to win this game for us to be in the play-in tournament. It's been a tight race so far, and I'm pretty sure Monaco isn't gonna make it easy for us. Cause reason number 1, Mike James is a professional bucket getter. And if y'all don't remember, Kevin Durant actually traveled all the way to Europe just to watch him play. One of our team's biggest weaknesses is our turnovers, and they're taking advantage of that. Mike James was so shifty with it, our point guard Forrest Trent got lost on the screen and he hit a crazy lay. I'm just so glad we have a center in Dante Hall who's ready to jam it on your face. Enough with all of that talk though, because I'm about to check in this ball game and it's time to make a difference. When you know it's go time, never take that opportunity for granted. Every time I check in the ball game, priority number 1 is defense. And once we get a stop, I'ma go to my spot and you know I have to make a 3 on the other end. Our team culture kinda shifted cause we are more motivated, we are more hungry, and low-key we could call this team Lob City cause Dante Hall had another poster dunk. During the entire second half, they were trying to rally for a comeback. It was just too little too late cause now we locked in and we're just giving it everything we got. Not only are we dominating, but I'm also showcasing my capabilities on the court. We ended up getting the W, securing this win, and a trip to the play-in tournament.
The play-in tournament is now set. The number 9 seed Basconia facing number 10 seed Bayern Munich. Losers gets eliminated.
Jonathan Tarlac is slowly turning people's heads, but what happens when the bright lights are on?
This is gonna be a battle. The winner will get a chance to secure a spot in the playoffs.
The play-in tournament versus Bayern Munich, and man was I thrilled to be playing this game. The whole team prepared for this, and we're looking at the big picture. We want to make it to the playoffs, and sure enough, we were all about it. Every mismatch, every advantage that we would have, we are executing at the high clip. Point guard scoring machine and former NBA player Carson Edwards was trying his absolute best to make it a game. Unfortunately for them though, everyone in our team is just making their shots. Bayern Munich tried to make an adjustment by subbing in Robert Covington, a former NBA 3-and-D player. And what exactly happened once we saw him on the court? We decided to go at him. When I checked into the ball game and I seen him guarding me, checking me up, you already know I had to put on a show. When it came to the closing minutes of the game, my teammates just handed me the ball and tell him, do your thing, John T. Even though I haven't been here long enough for them to know me, they definitely respect my game. And they know every time I'm on the court with them, they got a dog by their side. Cause I'm willing to give it my all, 110% effort every possession. Yeah, I still can't believe Covington fell for that fake, yo. We won this game in convincing fashion, and this might be the best game that I had in the EuroLeague. Apart from shooting 5 for 7 from the 3, it was my first 20+ point in a EuroLeague game, so it was my career high. And just like that, Bayern Munich is eliminated, and we're going into the next game having an opportunity to make it to the playoffs.
Gotta give it up to Jonathan Tarlac and Basconia, but now they'd have to face the talented Paris basketball?
Partner, I'm not even going to lie. This Tarlac kid could surprise you.
The number 8 seed Paris basketball is somebody that we have to beat in order for us to take the last spot in the playoffs. And to start the ball game, Kavarius Hayes had other plans. And this lefty guard Nadir Hiffy, he was absolutely cooking Marcus Howard during the first quarter. You couldn't even tell he was a lefty because of how smooth he maneuvers with his right hand. And when he showed us the baby, I swear I wanted to be in the game right now, bruh. As much as we were trying to execute on the offensive end, things weren't really going well for us. And that's why I checked into the game earlier than expected, cause I gotta try and help the team out. I didn't really do anything too crazy, but I did enough just to keep my team afloat. And after the first half, we're the ones chasing. This might be my last game in the EuroLeague, so might as well give everything I got. The sad truth though, no matter how hard I try, we still can't find a way to get back the lead. And it seems like Paris basketball had our number. They scouted us so well, they knew our defensive schemes, and with me being a rookie, they were trying to expose me as well. But Nadir Hiffy though? Man, I have nothing to say about this guy right here cause he was insane. At one point I was watching as a fan because I was studying his footwork. He did a little step back into a jumper 3, that was crazy. We lost this game, which means our season ended. This was my final stats for the EuroLeague season, and I should have played more games, but that was out of my control. It was tough to see everything unfold while I was at the bench. It was definitely an up and down journey, but best believe everything that I learned and all the experiences that I had is only going to help me be better.
I would like to formally apologize to Jonathan Tarlac. What a great talent from the Philippines. With that being said, let me be the one to let everyone know that John T just got invited to the Chicago, Illinois NBA Draft Combine. NBA teams and general managers want a closer look at the person people call the kid from Tarlac City, scheduled during the month of May.
John T, my Filipino brother, Shaq Diesel here. Just want to talk business, you ready?